For centuries, wealth has defined power. Kings ruled nations. Industrialists built empires. And in the modern world, billionaires have become the architects of the global economy. But today, humanity may be approaching a new financial milestone. Not another billionaire. Not even the richest billionaire. But something far beyond that. The first trillionaire in human history. A person whose wealth could exceed the economic output of entire countries. Right now, the richest individuals on Earth are worth a few $100 billion. Yet $1 trillion is an entirely different scale. It is 1,000 billion, a number so large that it almost stops feeling real. And while no one has reached that level yet, many economists and technology analysts believe something remarkable. The first trillionaire may appear within our lifetime. And the driving force behind that possibility is not oil, not manufacturing, and not even the internet. It is artificial intelligence. Technology has always created wealth. To understand why AI could create the first trillionaire, we need to look at history, because wealth has always followed technological revolutions. When the oil industry exploded in the late 19th century, it created one of the richest individuals the world had ever seen. John D. Rockefeller built an empire around petroleum. His company dominated the oil industry, and his fortune became so massive that, adjusted for inflation, many historians still consider him one of the wealthiest people in modern history. Then came the automobile revolution. Cars transformed transportation, reshaped cities, and created entirely new industries. At the center of that revolution stood Henry Ford. Ford didn't just manufacture cars, he perfected the concept of mass production. This allowed automobiles to become affordable for ordinary people. And when millions of people suddenly gained access to cars, an entire economic ecosystem was born. Factories expanded, road networks grew, fuel demand exploded, and enormous wealth followed. The internet changed everything. But the most recent technological revolution came from something invisible: the internet. What began as a research network eventually became the backbone of the modern digital economy. And from that transformation emerged a new generation of technology entrepreneurs. One of them was Jeff Bezos. When Bezos launched his company in 1994, it started as a simple online bookstore. But over time, that small idea evolved into one of the most powerful companies in the world. Amazon would eventually redefine global commerce. E-commerce, cloud computing, logistics infrastructure. Amazon expanded far beyond its original vision. And along the way, it helped reshape how the world buys, sells, and stores information. Another major transformation came from social media, platforms that connected billions of people. At the center of that shift was Mark Zuckerberg. His company Meta Platforms built platforms used by billions of individuals every single day. Social media didn't just create communication networks, it created entirely new digital economies, advertising markets, creator economies, digital communities spanning continents, a pattern in every technological revolution. If we step back and look at these examples, a clear pattern emerges. Every major technological revolution creates three powerful forces. First, it creates new industries. Second, it opens new global markets. And third, it generates unprecedented wealth. Oil created energy empires. Automobiles created industrial manufacturing giants. The internet created technology platforms used by billions of people. And now humanity is entering another technological transformation, one that may be even more powerful than the ones before it. Artificial intelligence. The rise of artificial intelligence. For decades, AI existed mostly inside research laboratories. It was a technology explored by scientists, engineers, and academics. But in recent years, AI has suddenly moved into the mainstream. Today, artificial intelligence can perform tasks that once required human creativity and intelligence. It can generate text, create images, write software code, analyze massive data sets, even assist in complex decision-making. In some cases, AI systems can complete tasks in seconds that would take humans hours or even days. This rapid progress is not happening by accident. Some of the largest technology companies in the world are investing billions of dollars into AI development. Among them are organizations like OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft. These companies understand something important. Artificial intelligence is not just another software product. It may become a foundational technology for the entire global economy. Why AI is different. Previous technologies improved human productivity. Machines helped people work faster. Computers helped people process information. The internet helped people communicate. But AI goes a step further. Artificial intelligence doesn't just assist humans. In many cases, it can perform tasks on its own. For example, software development once required teams of highly skilled programmers. Today, AI can assist in writing and debugging code. Business analysis once required hours of reviewing spreadsheets and reports. Now, AI systems can analyze complex data patterns almost instantly. This shift could fundamentally change how companies operate. And when technology transforms productivity at a massive scale, it also transforms wealth creation. Entire industries can grow faster. Companies can scale globally in ways that were previously impossible. And those who build the platforms and infrastructure behind these systems may gain enormous economic power. But to truly understand how AI could produce the first trillionaire, we must look beyond the technology itself. Because AI is not just creating new tools. It is beginning to build an entirely new global economic system, an AI economy that could be worth trillions of dollars. And at the center of that economy will be powerful platforms, massive infrastructure, and companies competing to control the future of intelligence. In the next part, we'll explore how the AI economy is forming and why its scale could be unlike anything humanity has seen before. In the previous part, we explored how technological revolutions have always created enormous wealth. Oil created energy empires. Automobiles transformed industrial manufacturing. The internet built global digital platforms. Now the world is witnessing the rise of another powerful transformation, artificial intelligence. But to understand why AI could produce the first trillionaire, we need to look at something deeper. Not just the technology itself, but the economic system forming around it. Because AI is not just a new tool, it is becoming the foundation of an entirely new global economy. The scale of the AI economy. Across the world, governments, corporations, and investors are pouring massive resources into artificial intelligence. And the reason is simple. The economic potential of AI is enormous. Some economic studies estimate that artificial intelligence could contribute more than $15 trillion to the global economy in the coming decades. To put that into perspective, that amount is larger than the entire economic output of many countries. But what makes AI so powerful economically is not just its size, it is its reach. Artificial intelligence is not limited to a single industry. Instead, it has the ability to transform nearly every major sector of the global economy. In healthcare, AI systems are helping doctors analyze medical scans, detect diseases earlier, and accelerate the discovery of new drugs. In finance, banks are using AI to detect fraud, evaluate financial risk, and automate complex trading strategies. In education, artificial intelligence is beginning to create personalized learning systems that adapt to each student's needs. In manufacturing, AI-driven automation is optimizing supply chains and increasing production efficiency. Even creative industries are being transformed. From writing and design to video production and software development, AI is rapidly becoming a core tool for creators and businesses alike. In other words, artificial intelligence is not just building a new industry, it is becoming the operating system of the modern economy. The power of platforms. But the real economic power of technology often comes from something else. Platforms. In the internet era, the most powerful companies in the world were not necessarily those that produced the most products. They were the companies that built platforms where others could build businesses. Consider Apple. Apple does not simply manufacture smartphones. It created the App Store, a platform where millions of developers build and distribute applications. That platform connects developers, businesses, and billions of users worldwide. Now consider Amazon. Amazon began as an online bookstore, but it eventually built one of the largest digital marketplaces ever created. Today, millions of sellers use Amazon's infrastructure to run their businesses. And then there is Google. Google built the world's most powerful information platform. Billions of people rely on it daily to search for knowledge, navigate cities, and access online services. These companies became some of the most valuable organizations in history because they controlled the platforms that power digital ecosystems. And now, artificial intelligence is beginning to create a new generation of platforms. The rise of AI platforms. Artificial intelligence platforms allow businesses to build powerful applications on top of advanced AI systems. Instead of every company developing its own AI models from scratch, many organizations are beginning to rely on shared AI infrastructures. One example is OpenAI. Its AI models are being integrated into thousands of applications across industries. From productivity software to customer service systems, businesses are increasingly embedding AI capabilities into their products. Major technology companies are also racing to build their own AI ecosystems. Organizations like Microsoft and Google are investing billions into AI research and infrastructure. The goal is clear. Whoever builds the most powerful AI platforms could become the backbone of the future digital economy. And when a company becomes the backbone of an economic ecosystem, its value can grow extraordinarily fast. The invisible backbone, AI infrastructure. But behind every AI platform lies something even more important, infrastructure. Artificial intelligence requires enormous computational power. Training large AI models involves processing vast amounts of data across powerful computer systems. This means that AI development depends heavily on advanced hardware, data centers, and cloud computing networks. One of the most critical components in this ecosystem is the graphics processing unit, or GPU. These specialized chips are capable of performing the complex calculations required to train modern AI systems. One company has become particularly important in this area. NVIDIA. NVIDIA produces many of the GPUs that power advanced AI training systems. From large language models to image generation networks, thousands of GPUs often work together to train a single AI model. As artificial intelligence continues to expand, demand for this kind of computing power is expected to grow dramatically, which means the infrastructure behind AI could become one of the most valuable industries of the future. Automation and productivity. But perhaps the most transformative impact of AI lies in automation. Automation allows machines to perform tasks that once required human labor, and artificial intelligence dramatically expands the range of tasks that can be automated. AI systems can analyze enormous data sets in seconds. They can generate reports, assist with customer service, and support complex decision-making processes. This allows companies to operate more efficiently. They can scale operations faster, they can reduce operational costs, and they can make better decisions based on real-time data. When productivity increases across entire industries, the economic impact can be enormous. Entire sectors can grow faster. Companies can expand globally at unprecedented speed. And the organizations that control the core technologies behind these systems may accumulate extraordinary wealth. All of this leads to a powerful possibility. If artificial intelligence becomes the central infrastructure of the modern economy, if AI platforms power millions of businesses, and if automation dramatically accelerates global productivity, then the companies and the people who stand at the center of this transformation could become wealthier than any individuals in history. Which brings us back to the original question. If the AI revolution continues to expand, who could become the first trillionaire? In the final part of this documentary, we will explore the individuals and industries that could shape that future, and what the rise of trillion-dollar fortunes might mean for the global economy. Throughout history, every technological revolution has created a new class of wealth. The oil revolution created industrial tycoons. The automobile revolution built manufacturing empires. The internet created global technology billionaires. Now the world is entering another transformation, the age of artificial intelligence. And if AI becomes the foundation of the modern global economy, then it raises a fascinating possibility. The next technological revolution may not just create new billionaires. It may create the first trillionaire. But who could reach that level of wealth? To answer that question, we need to look at the people and companies positioned at the center of the AI revolution. Elon Musk in the future industries. One of the most frequently mentioned names in discussions about the future of extreme wealth is Elon Musk. Unlike many entrepreneurs who focus on a single industry, Musk has built companies across multiple future technologies. One of those companies is Tesla. Tesla began as an electric vehicle manufacturer, but over time, it has evolved into something much larger. Tesla is developing advanced artificial intelligence systems designed to power autonomous vehicles. These systems rely on enormous data sets and sophisticated neural networks capable of interpreting the physical world. But Tesla's ambitions extend even further. The company is also developing humanoid robotics powered by artificial intelligence. If robotics becomes a major global industry, one capable of performing physical labor in factories, warehouses, and even homes, the economic scale of that market could be enormous, and Tesla could be positioned at the center of it. Another company led by Musk is SpaceX. SpaceX has already transformed the economics of space travel by developing reusable rockets. But its long-term vision is far more ambitious. The company aims to build global satellite internet networks, large-scale space infrastructure, and eventually human settlements beyond Earth. Some economists believe the space economy could become one of the largest industries of the future. If that vision becomes reality, companies controlling the infrastructure of space could generate extraordinary economic value, and the individuals leading those companies could accumulate unprecedented wealth. The architects of the AI infrastructure. Another potential path to immense wealth lies not in consumer products, but in the infrastructure that powers artificial intelligence. Every AI system requires enormous computational power. Behind the scenes, data centers filled with specialized processors perform the calculations necessary to train advanced models. One of the most influential figures in this area is Jensen Huang. His company, NVIDIA, has become one of the most important suppliers of the hardware that powers modern AI. Large language models, image generation systems, and advanced neural networks all require vast numbers of GPUs to operate. As demand for artificial intelligence grows, the demand for this infrastructure grows alongside it. Some analysts have even described NVIDIA as one of the companies powering the AI revolution itself. And when a company becomes essential to an entire technological ecosystem, its value can grow extraordinarily fast. The scale of future wealth. To understand why trillion-dollar fortunes may eventually appear, it helps to think about the scale of modern technology companies. In the early 20th century, industrial corporations were worth millions. By the late 20th century, some companies reached valuations of billions. Today, several technology companies are worth trillions of dollars. When companies reach that scale, the wealth of their founders and early investors can grow rapidly as well. But AI may expand this scale even further, because artificial intelligence does not operate within a single market. It touches nearly every sector of the global economy: healthcare, finance, transportation, manufacturing, education, software development, robotics. When one technology influences so many industries at once, the economic opportunities can become enormous. And that is why some analysts believe the AI revolution could eventually produce the first trillion-dollar personal fortune. The acceleration of wealth creation. Another factor driving this possibility is the speed of modern innovation. In the past, industrial revolutions took decades to reshape the global economy. But in the digital age, transformation happens much faster. A startup can scale to millions of users in just a few years. Cloud infrastructure allows companies to expand globally almost instantly, and artificial intelligence can automate processes that once required large human workforces. This acceleration means that wealth creation can happen faster than at any time in human history. Entire industries can emerge almost overnight, and the entrepreneurs who build the core technologies behind those industries can accumulate extraordinary economic power. The trillionaire question. All of this brings us back to the central question. If the AI revolution continues to expand, if artificial intelligence becomes the operating system of the global economy, and if automation reshapes productivity across every major industry, then the possibility of a trillion-dollar fortune may no longer seem impossible. Instead, it may simply be a matter of time, a matter of which company builds the most powerful platforms, which infrastructure powers the world's intelligence, and which entrepreneurs manage to stand at the center of the transformation. History teaches us that every great technological shift reshapes the structure of wealth. The oil age created industrial magnates. The internet age created digital billionaires. Now the world stands at the beginning of the AI age, a transformation that could redefine industries, economies, and the very nature of work. Somewhere within this technological revolution, a new level of wealth may emerge, a level humanity has never seen before. The rise of the first trillionaire. And the only question that remains is not whether it will happen, but who will get there first, and how soon. If you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel for more stories about AI and the future.